Of Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. I hope you guys having a great day. It's Thursday. It is April 3rd, and we're already almost closer and closer to spring. Carol Brandolino will be joining us very shortly. You know, on Thursday, she's filling in for my lovely wife, Laura Ocean. Well, hopefully in the next week or two, Laura Ocean will be coming back on Thursday. She's doing fantastic, by the way. And thank you again for everybody for asking. She loves everything, all the prayers and all the thank yous and all that stuff you guys have been sending her. Thank you. And we mean it from the bottom of my heart. It's a great show today, folks. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders. Most is dedicated to people like you, the military, all our veterans who fought for our country. And thank you for making it great. And it's important that you guys go out and buy and support local establishments. We got a great show. Carol Brandolino is in the house. Let's go to work. Showtime. Yo, yo, yo. It is. Let me bring in Carol. She is in here. She's here. Not in here, but she's here. Hold on. Let's get her over here. Let's bring her in here. She's here. Hey, kiddo. What's going on?
Hey. Oh, let me tell you something. I am a hardcore rock star. I am at a meeting for work, but my boss is awesome. And we're actually dropping something off to a future employee that we hired for a place, and we're at their house because I kind of know them a little bit. And I said, you guys are doing your thing in there. Like I said, I'm going to go. And actually, I'm not going to say anybody's name, but the woman does know you. And I said, yeah, I'm just going to go in the dining room real quick. Okay. And I'm going to set up shop.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Well, I'm glad you're here, Carol. I hope you're doing well. It is a great day today. It is Ocean's Pit on Thursday. And
that's better, right?
Good. So you're doing good. You're doing something for work and doing this at the same time. You can't beat it.
Doing it all. I gotta fix
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Let's get to another good thing. Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. They do all the best they can, folks. Let's see if these guys have screen. Oh, the screen's moving today. That's very good. All right. All right, folks. Our star, the Ace JRC Ace Or Stars are ready for spring. They have everything you need for all your lawn garden needs, carrying all the best brands, including Scotts, Jonathan, Green, Bio Advanced, Friskers, Toro, Craftsman, Ego, Echo, all your location stuff, all the great stuff you need to get ready for spring, folks. It's very, very important. That's good. And don't forget to grill your ace off with the JRC Ace Hardware stores. Weber, Tanger, Blackstone, Napoleon. They have all different brands of grills, plus the rubs and the spices, everything you need at our good friends from Ace Hardware. And speaking of Ace, tomorrow, my good friend Raffaello will be on Do It Yourself with Raffaello, showing you how to do something, little things around the house. And I think he's going to talk about grills tomorrow for Grill Your Ace Off. So check my good friends from Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before your neighborhoods here on Thursday. All right, so a lot of good things happening yesterday. I laid low yesterday. What did I do? I went to a VFW. We're going to do a live remote on Monday, the 28th of April at the VFW in Glendale Heights. It's going to be a live remote from there, and I'm just going to interview some veterans.
Nice.
Talk about things. So that's going to be very cool on Monday, the 28th of April. Also, we're working on a date to come up with a 5-year anniversary for Ocean's Pit. We got a couple spots in mind, and I'm going to have not only Carol there, but Laura there, some of the sponsors there. And
nice. That'll be a big party.
That's going to be a big party. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to thank everybody from the Jacob Henry Mansion, a sellout show yesterday. Thank you so much. And my cohorts, Bill Saratella, Elliot Wimbush, and Daryl Armenstad. Incredible job on keys and sound. Very, very cool, Daryl. Thank you so much. Tonight, my first Tony Ocean show back from the cruise will be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington tonight, 7 o'clock with the professor, Daryl Armenstad. Tomorrow will be at Chicago Prime with Double T, Tony Toto. And Saturday, for the first time on a Saturday night, will be at Donnie G's in Elmwood Park because my mom says so.
Good.
My mom was bitching at me for the last 3 years. You played there on a Wednesday. You played there on a Tuesday. I want you on a Saturday. Okay, Ma, you got one. This Saturday, Donnie G's, because Mama C says so.
Yeah.
Like me and Double T. So very cool. Everything's going good. What's going on your end?
Everything, obviously I'm busy. I got to say, I'm never bored. I will tell you that right now. I don't have time to be ever bored. Like you, same as you. I'm just constantly going and grateful for being able to do what I do. And I said, man, when you love your job, right? And I love my job, but this to me, I mean, doing the podcast, I don't know if I look at it as a job. It's a passion. I love doing it. So I don't want to miss it. You know what I mean?
I love doing it too. And people say, man, you get sick of doing it 5 days a week. And, sometimes, you feel sometimes,
Yeah.
And the loyal people that do watch, I mean, I am shocked that you guys still watch this. And for 5 years we've been doing it, and we're trying to maybe start doing some other stuff to make it a little bit more viewers, but we want to just really help, and we're grateful and humbled for what you guys do and take the time, whether you're watching it at 12 o'clock or whether you're watching it, like I said. A couple of things here that's going to piss some people off here, Carol. You're not much into the city. I'm not much in the city, but we do have up, I think on the 14th of May, we'll be at the Carnival with the Oceans Rat Pack there, the Alley and Fulton Market. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about starting very soon is going to be a whole bunch of new speed cameras in the city of Chicago. But here's the key. Here's the kicker, folks. $5 toll to get on Lake Shore Drive will be happening, folks. A $5 toll.
That's insane. What do they think? That's New York? You think like the Brooklyn Bridge? Like what? I mean, what the hell?
Brooklyn Bridge. I forgot what it was last time. I remember it was like $20 to $15 a day or whatever it was, $22 a day to go from New York to Jersey back on the thing like that. And I don't know what Prickster's doing here in Illinois by doing this, or the mayor doing this, but a $5 toll. People weren't going in the city in the first place. Now for sure they're not going to go, at least by Lakeshore Drive. And all these speed cameras, it's going to be all over the place.
That's how they're going to make their money, because they're getting money now taken away, and because of all the shenanigans that were going on. So now they got to find something else to legally take money from people, right? That's all they're doing.
It's
they're
insane.
Just trying to replace that money coming in.
Right. It's just crazy. And I don't understand why people would even want to pay that. I don't even know how people would want to do that. Emo's watching. Emo, thank you, brother, for that nice newspaper article. I read it, between the Mets and the Yankees from Florida. Marty Malarkey, talking about the city. Marty, he's a head concierge over there at McCormick Place. If you ever go to McCormick Place, make sure you see Marty. Keep those checks coming, right, Boyd? Ronnie B., Robert Provenzano, Gina, Kim Peterson, LaFew, Bill Malarkey, looking forward to it. Yeah. Okay, everybody, hi, guys. It's good. It's, so $5. I'd like to see someone who lives in the city or works in the city to have to come up with that $5 toll. Insane what Prickster's doing. Insane. Well, and I'll tell you what, something else is insane. People go through divorce. I know you're going through one right now. That you already spoke about it, so people know about it. It's not a secret. Yeah. I've already had a few myself. There's an Indiana man fatally shot his wife for refusing to sign the divorce papers.
He shot his wife for refusing to sign the papers.
Yeah. Now, I don't think it was done on purpose. Maybe do it or else, and probably went off. I didn't read the whole story, but it's in Indiana. So, I mean, come on. You just, your life is ruined. If you thought you were getting divorced and you're leaving the wife is one thing, or leaving your husband is one thing, and you're going to start a new life. Yeah. Right? Are people crazy?
Like, it's not worth, in my eyes, it would never be worth, A, ending somebody else's life. Okay. And B, ruining my life. Like, so I'm going to end somebody else's life, which is bad enough. And if you have children, you're killing that child's parent, A. And then B, you're going to do something like that. You're going to jail. Your life is over. Is it worth it?
Absolutely.
I'm going to be selfish and say, no, you're not worth that. I'm not going to jail for you. It's a marriage. It's a relationship. It ended. Move on. There's millions of other people out there.
Yeah.
Like, just move on. That's all. I mean, it's sad. And it's
absolutely
I know
crazy.
money's involved, but
Yeah,
geez. Yeah, it's crazy.
I agree with you 100%, Carol. And like Boyd said, at least Capone gave you protection. Al Capone made sure that you were protected. It was a long time ago, but you're absolutely
Fair.
right, Boyd. Absolutely. Here's another thing. Jenny McCarthy, spokesmodel. She's married to one of the Wahlbergs. She was claiming that she almost died of going vegan. Now, I don't know. She's had some other problems too, I think, maybe with her health. But a personal good friend of ours, of course, Daryl Armenstad, the professor, and his lovely wife, Sonia, great entertainers and musicians in Chicago. Daryl's going to be with me tonight. And I asked him yesterday about this. Daryl's been a vegan for years. He still looks like he does in high school. He still weighs the same as he does in high school. And I think he's in early 70, I think his age, or late 60s. I'm not quite sure, but I don't know where this vegan. Have you ever tried that vegan at all?
No, I have not. I mean, I tried to eat healthier. I mean, I definitely try to do as little processed foods as possible. I try, but it's hard. It's definitely hard, but you'll feel better. You'll feel better.
So I think some people might die thinking, okay, I can say, I'd never do that. I would die if I was eating that. But you know what? I have to admit, I've seen Daryl at many shows, even out of town, and he packs his own lunch. He packs his own food. He might eat a salad or something if they give it at a restaurant. Try Mark, how you doing, buddy? Try fasting. I know that helps. But this is a way you have to live your whole life. It's a whole change.
Yeah.
But Jen McCarthy said she almost died from it. I don't know if that's the case, but for her to come out and say something like that. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Carol Brandolino's with us, folks. Chilling final words. And here's something I don't understand. All the flights, with the pilots flying a plane is not an easy thing.
No.
For people to do this. Now, this idiot decided to let his children fly the plane. And of course, that led to the plane crashing and killing everyone on board. And you hear the daddy, you hear the, I guess they had the speaker, and you can hear the moans of the kid going, "Daddy, daddy, daddy," and everybody's hearing this. What is it with you people that these people that would want to come on, kids, let's fly the plane? Now, I know it's on automatic pilot sometimes, and sometimes the pilots. I have no experience in this. I can't speak from experience, but it cannot be easy. I know it's not easy when you let your kid drive. God forbid he turns the wrong way and he's not ready to drive.
There's nothing but buttons in a cockpit. What are little kids going to do? They're going to press all the buttons. What do you think is going to happen when you start pressing random buttons on an airplane? I mean, it's not the brightest idea. I mean, no. If you think about it.
Now, of course, they're all dead. Everyone on board, not only is the dad dead, but the kid is dead. Everybody's dead. I mean, that's crazy. It's just nuts. Jerry Maselli, great seeing you. Hope you had a good time on the birthday and on the cruise, buddy. The word vegan is an Indian word. It means bad hunter. Double T, what's up, brother? I'm glad you made it home from Florida, and I think Jerry Jams came home. I'm glad he made it home safe. Buddy, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, don't let your kids, your kids shouldn't even be driving the car.
No,
you put them in the front seat with you, and God forbid something happens. Wait till they get old enough. It's just crazy. Hey, have you ever been to Iceland? Now that's on my bucket list.
Really?
Iceland. I heard it's beautiful. Yes.
Okay.
I want to go to Iceland. Try something different. But I'm not going to see the penis museum that's only available. You can only go to the penis museum ladies and gentlemen, that's right. It's a true museum in
Okay.
Iceland. It's called the
Okay.
Penis Museum. I have no idea what they can probably be. What do they do? What do they show? I don't
What do
know.
they
But
what do they do? What do you just go see all the different types and sizes and colors and what are they like all
yeah,
old like fossils? They're all fossils now, a bunch
yeah.
of
But
bones.
the question is, where do they get the penises to put in the museum? Number one. Okay, so yeah, it's just like anyway. So if you're in Iceland, if anybody been to Iceland, and please see this, let us know what's at the Penis Museum. My buddy entertainer Vince Amore, he is on the Food Network. He's finalist on for your favorite chef on the Food Network.
Oh,
My good buddy Vince
wow.
Amore. So go there. There's the link. Go on there and vote for Vince Amore,
That's
the entertainer,
awesome. Look.
on the finalist. He had his little podcast for a while doing his different recipes. You did a very good job at
Oh,
that, Vince. I
I
wish
love
you the
that.
best of luck. All you kids out there, all you people out there that vape, I've
Mm.
never tried vaping. I know it's huge right now. People say we're not smoking, but we're vaping. This lady, this girl in the United States of America, had suffer severe burns after her vape battery exploded in her
Oh,
pocket.
oh my God. Oh wow. Well, that's a lawsuit that's coming.
That's a lawsuit. Well, you know what? Maybe it's going to get too hot. I don't know nothing about vaping. I don't know, but I know people who do it.
Bad for you. It's real bad. You might as well smoke a cigarette. From what I've heard is not only do you do it because now you're just constantly could do it anywhere because it doesn't smell. Like, there's no like
Right,
secondhand smoke.
right.
So they constantly could do it indoors or they sneak it indoors. So you're smoking probably twice as much. And there's chemicals and like metals and poison in there. Like, I mean,
It might be worse than a cigarette. It might be
it
worse
is.
than a cigarette.
It is worse. Yeah, I know people that have gone away now from the vapes and gone
Yeah,
back to cigarette smoking because listen, you're at least not going to do it as much and it's not maybe as bad. I mean, it's still bad, but it's not as bad.
as
You're not
bad.
going to be
Yeah,
able to
well,
do
of
it just
course. Yeah,
anywhere.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, stop your vaping out there, folks. It's Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Time for a commercial, folks. Mary Grievous for your real estate needs. Don't just call me when you're ready to book or sell, buy or sell. Contact me when you're considering buying or selling. She's your forever agent, M. Grievous at starkre.com. She's available as buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, expired listings. Mary Grievous is the woman for you guys. Give her a call at 630-688-1725 and tell them Tony O sent you. Also, she works for NTD Vacation. She can book your vacation as well. Mary Grievous. Ocean's Pit here. Pickle Fest. Are you into pickles?
Oh, it's my favorite. Pickles are like one of my favorite. Pickles and bacon, those two things. That's it. I love
One of your
pickles.
favorites. Now, I eat pickles every now and then if it's with my burger. I don't remember the last one I took a dill, took it out and ate it raw or ate it like that. I haven't done that in a while.
Mhm.
But it's coming. The Pickle Fest is coming May 3rd to Wrigleyville.
Ooh,
It's going to be pretty big for people who love Pickle Fest.
yeah,
So
I would
there
love
you
that.
go. Wrigleyville. Get around Wrigley and go down to Pickle Fence. We lost another great actor, Val Kilmer, has
Oh,
passed away
yes. So
the age
sad.
of 65. I know he's been in a lot of movies. I remember him with Heat with Robert De Niro. I know he's played the Doc Holliday Western. I know he's played the airplane one with
Well, he
Tom.
was Iceman in the movie with Tom Cruise, Top Gun. He was
Top
Iceman.
Gun.
That was a big
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I
And
don't
then
think I remember seeing the whole movie, but I do. I think I might have remembered seeing it when I was one. I know, and then he's been sick in a wheelchair, throat
yeah,
cancer. He had throat cancer for a
yeah.
long
Oh,
time.
so sad.
So
So
very
sad.
sad. Val Kilmer passes away at the age of
Mhm.
65 years old. I mentioned this yesterday. I think I did. Men spend 7 hours a year hiding in the bathroom for peace and quiet. 7 hours
Oh,
a year for peace and quiet. I think women probably do that too. How many men go to the bathroom, got a magazine, or you're on your phone, or whatever else you're doing?
I
Uh,
mean, I don't know. My son is in there he does 7 hours in a week. So I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he is only 16 and a half. So who
yeah,
I don't even bother him in there. Do you like just whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. 7 hour, but you know, hey, I'm sure I know I've do it myself a few times. I'm in there, you know, hey, why
Yeah.
you in there? You're dying in there. Did you fall in? You get that, you know, get that
Yeah,
comment
'cause
all
no
the
one
time.
bothers you in the bathroom.
Another sad note. I don't know if you love rock and roll music and you love the band The Who, one of the original British invasion bands. Roger Daltrey has been having hearing problems for a year now because of his age. Not only is he going deaf, but he's going blind. The Roger Daltrey, one of the great rock and roll singers. Our prayers for Roger Daltrey. Crazy. FDA, Aldi recalled a whole bunch of cheeses in a whole bunch of different states. Like I said, Carol, this is happening every day. There's something that's being recalled.
Right. You're afraid to eat. I'm afraid to eat. It's like you don't know what's going to go bad, what's going to be recalled. And then, and then they have all these big stores, the Walmarts and this, that, where a lot of people get like, Sam's Club, they get this bulk food and the whole family's eating it. I mean, God forbid. I don't know what you're supposed to eat anymore, or wash it. I don't know. Maybe you have to
don't
really
know.
wash it. I don't know.
I don't know all. There you go. Jerry Jams is back. We're glad you made it back, Jerry, home from the sleeping state of Florida. So I hope you brought home a nice pair of Crocs. Did you buy a pair of Crocs?
Crocs and Bingo. Bingo and Crocs.
Nice to have you back, Jerry. I'm glad you made it safe, my brother. Glad you made it safe. Yeah, that's right. Johnny Tittleson, he died. Thank you, Emo, one of the legends from the 50s. He passed away as well. All right, a couple of things. We're talking about cheese being recalled. But then you know what's interesting? Now, cow milk, almond milk, all supposed to be good for you.
Right.
Remember, it was always milk is good for you. There's Jeff Hunt. Jeff, how you doing? Glad you made it safe from Florida too, my buddy. But now they're saying that cockroach milk is 3 times more nutritious than cow milk.
Where does milk come from on a cockroach? That doesn't. I
have no idea. Well, the cockroach got to feed his baby, right? So who knows? I mean, you don't know what they have in there. Cockroach.
Oh my God!
Has anybody tried anybody out there ever tried cockroach milk? Yes, more. But wait, 3 times more nutritious than cow milk.
You know what? I'll die before I do anything that has to do with the cockroach.
Listen, folks, we never know. Cockroach nipples. Okay, there you go, Jeff. That's where they get the milk from the nipples, obviously. This is great what we talk about on this show. Penis museums, cockroach milk. What's next? I tell you what's next. This is a chain, and I've always said this. This is a chain in Japan called Sukiya. They have over 2,000 location restaurants. They found rats in the soup. They found different parts of animals. They had to recall these locations. Now, mind you, this is 2,000 locations.
Oh.
You never know. Do you ever notice there's no cats or dogs anywhere near a Chinese restaurant?
I mean, it is what it is. People eat other animals. I mean, animals get eaten, I guess.
A rat inside their soup, soup.
God. But a rat?
And they said some other animal or parts are in there and stuff. It's like, I don't know, man. Some of these, restaurants, they got to come in. They have to do that FDA, whatever. They got to come in.
Yeah, they have a health inspection.
But they might not have that in Japan. They might not have that in different countries.
That's nasty. I can't. I don't know. It scares me. And I've come from a restaurant background. So you're like, God, how do they get away with this shit?
We all know restaurants. You're going to go. Yeah. I mean, I can see certain things maybe falling and something happens. An accident. Right. But, and it might happen. I'm sure at one time or another, rat has came or something has come in somebody's food or restaurant. I'm sure it happens. You have those back doors where they empty the garbage, shit come in all the time. You never know, but you got to be good. But this is like 2,000 locations. It's not just like one store. Joanne, how you doing? Dave, what's up? Kathy from Nashville is in the house. Vietnams eat a lot of rodents. That's true. Mega 47, they do. make a lot of sense. But they know how to cook them. At least they know how to do something with them.
They fillet them. What season fillet?
Whatever they do, they've been doing it for years. You're absolutely. They've been doing it for centuries. You're right,
All right.
Mega. Absolutely. Congratulations to Skippy Saviano. Again, will be the mayor of Elmwood Park. Skippy's a great guy, and he really takes care of the town of Elmwood Park. So congratulations again to Skippy Saviano from Elmwood Park. Metal Shop is the name of a magazine or a social media, and Taylor Swift is back, folks. Taylor Swift was voted the eighth best guitar player in the last 20 years.
What?
Taylor
Guitar
Swift,
player?
guitar player. Does she play guitar? I don't know.
She does. Oh, she plays guitar, but it's like an acoustic guitar. She's not shredding it. It's a good. She's just a good acoustic.
Wait a minute. She's eighth best in the last 20 years, and I sent it to all my guitar player friends on Messenger. Nobody's responded, not even with a court. She's a billionaire. She sold more records than any other woman right now, so nothing would surprise me. Eighth, whatever.
Who's voting? Who's voting on these things, though? Too. That's the thing. Who's the hell's voting?
I'm going to tell you one. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to tell you something here's something that NBC just released. 5 states started in Texas already have 400 cases of measles. Looks like these measles are coming back now. This is in Texas right now. I had measles shots. I think I I had the measles when I was a kid. I don't know if you can get them again. I'm not quite sure. Have you ever had the measles or anybody in your family?
No, never had. No, chicken pox. Yes, not measles though.
I think I had the chicken pox too. I think I had the chicken pox. Yeah. So interesting. But here's something interesting. 70% of the world, 70% of the world, Carol, does not use toilet paper.
Come on. Wait, you mean
70% of the world does not use toilet paper. Now,
what do they use?
I have no idea what they use.
Okay, then it's got to be the wipes, the wet wipes then, because people are not wiping their asses with their hands. So there's no way. Okay.
No, I got this. But you know what? If all they're using is wipes, and when we had Raffaello, we talked about you cannot throw these wipes into the toilet. There'd be a lot of problems. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of countries out there that maybe use leaves or some sort of leaves.
I actually had to do that before. I had to go to the bathroom. I was 10 in Greece on the beach, somewhere by the rocks in the sand in the back. I had to go, and I was like crying. I was so sad. My grandma goes, I go, what am I supposed to use? She goes, use the leaves. I was because of the leaves. I was crying. What, dude? It's awful. It's awful. You don't want to use the leaves.
But wait a minute. But 70% of the world. Weird. 70 would not use toilet paper. But Patrice, how you doing? Asian people use a hose connected with the toilet.
The bidet. It's called a bidet.
Bidets. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Now that makes a lot of sense. There's Patrice, former Honey Bear. Hi, honey. So that makes sense. I remember going to Aruba. They did have the toilet, but they also had the bidet.
Right. And the house that I live in now, when we bought it, every toilet has a bidet. I was like, oh my God, I never had seen one, but it has the handle. It's like a handle. It's not a separate one.
To be honest with you, if you've used a bidet, I have. It beats toilet paper. It beats toilet paper for sure.
Really? I think it would feel
put it
gross.
this way. Just take an example. We don't have to get sick here, but let's take an example.
Okay.
You take a bucket of something and you're using it, and you're using it for something, whatever it is, and then you want to wash out the bucket. Okay. So even in your sink, you take that thing and it comes right off the bucket, goes clean, boom, boom, boom. So the bidet, 70% of people in the world do not use toilet paper. There it is. It's actually cleaner. I agree with you, Magga. I agree with you. 47. It's actually, I believe it's cleaner than the toilet paper. You don't get those little will knots that will not come out of your hair. So I think here we go. Probably too much information here, folks. But this is why you watch this show, because you want to know. You want to know the truth.
You got to know. You got to know. Right.
You got to know. There's Mike Sansone from Arizona. What's up, brother? I hope you're doing well. So there you go. I was in Italy when I was 13 years old, and I used newspaper. When I lived in Chicago, I had a bidet. Yeah, a bidet. So there you go. Dude wipes.
Dude wipes.
Michael, we were talking about that too. But there are places that 70%. That, mind you, now the 70% is a lot. A lot of people in the world don't use toilet paper. Go.
Hey, you know what else you're not supposed to throw down? You know what else you're not supposed to flush down a toilet?
What's that?
Okay, it's gonna be gross, but it's true. So my neighbor years ago, this happened, and it screwed up their entire sump pump, and they had to go in there and they found a bunch of condoms.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to do that either. Right.
They flushed them down the toilet, and it ruined their sump pump. They had to dig out in the front lawn, and then
wait a minute. That's got to be a lot of condoms. That means the whole family's. That means the whole family's doing them.
Well, it depends, I guess how active the person was that lived there. Yeah. At least they were safe, but
I think
don't do it.
Sometimes you probably do that so you have to hide it. You don't want to bring it out. You want to throw it in the garbage can. God forbid mama sees it. If you're the young one that sneaks the girl upstairs or vice versa, whatever it is. That kind of stuff. Yeah. This is Ocean Spit, always learning the important stuff here, folks.
Yes.
Important stuff. Here's a good, interesting stuff. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to happen anywhere else, but the state of Mississippi, you're going to love this, is they're making a plan right now and putting it into law that eliminates income tax for people that living in Mississippi. They're saying that our people in Mississippi should be rewarded, not be punished. Rewarded for their hard work, not be punished. So is it Mississippi's going to try to eliminate the state income tax? Wow. That would be huge.
It would be huge. I just wonder where that money's going to come from then. What money are they using? Because they'll be losing money, right?
I agree. They're going to figure out something like that. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. Albert, what's up, buddy? You had tampons you can't throw in the toilet either.
No,
that's good.
You should not.
Boyd says, rinse and reuse the rubber and reuse it again.
Ew.
Oh, okay, Boyd. There you go. That's probably worse than the rat in the soup at this particular point of this crazy show today here, Ocean Spit. And on that note, folks, it's time for the JRC Minute. That's right. That we're going to let you guys all enjoy that one for a couple of seconds. Wow. This one is brought to you by the JRC Hardware Stores. That's right. It's the weather for today, Thursday, April 3rd. It is 50 degrees out there. It feels like it's 45. Humidity is 54%, folks. The wind out there is 15 miles an hour. It is kind of chilly out there. 15 miles an hour winds. And that is brought to you by the JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before their neighborhoods. I took the dog out this morning. It was windy, very windy.
Yeah.
Very
windy.
You got to be careful out there. All right. So, boy, you got an interesting here. I'm moving to Mississippi. There you go, Francine. We should. I agree with you. I played in Mississippi not last year. I'm finally seeing you. I seen you last week too, Albert. Let's get to one more sponsor if we can. It's of course, our good friends from Imperialux, becoming your own bank, folks. Everybody wants to try to do that. We all try to learn how to save money or invest. This is the company you might want to use. Imperialux, imagine putting your money to work for you, becoming your own bank, making your dream retirement reality, guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy Thompson and Craig Coglin will help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. It's never too late to start. Take charge of your financial future today. Call them at 630-890-1213 or book them on Calendly for a free consultation to start building the retirement you deserve. That's Imperialux. Again, 630-890-1213. Tell them Tony O sent you. Ocean Spit, me and Carol Brandolino. This is interesting. And I'm sure, I don't know if this happened to you guys, but what a great story this is. A man searching for his biological father discovered that his best friend from grade school was actually his brother. The men who are how cool is this? The men who are 15 months apart in age had known each other for decades.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That's very cool. Oh my God. Yeah, I've heard some stories about people like that had siblings they don't know about, like I know I do, which when
Yeah.
I do that 23 and me, they're going to come out of the woodwork, my siblings, because remember I told you my dad was very generous with he spread his seed around. So I know that I'll find some brothers and sisters. I just wonder, they say sometimes that they live in the same, sometimes, well, obviously it makes sense in the same neighborhoods or the same areas because how far did he go to spread his seed? You never know.
You
So,
never know is absolutely right, but
yeah,
that's a very cool story.
right. That's
Here's something
great.
else, folks. Yeah, here's something else that's interesting, Carol. If the
Mhm.
Facebook, if you, I believe Facebook is spying on us.
Yeah.
I believe that. I think they do. And if
Mhm.
they're not spying us, why do we get ads for things that we talk about? You ever notice you talk about or post something on
Oh,
Facebook?
yeah. Your
All of
phone
a sudden, you
listens
get
to it.
an ad that has something to do with what you talked about or what you pay
Yes.
or
Yes.
what you post.
Yep. 100%. Well, there's algorithms involved too, but they do listen. They do.
I
If your
do.
phones listen, shut them off. Shut them
I
off when
do
you're
believe
talking.
shut them off if you're not. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's something, of course, Elon Musk, illegal aliens many times use social security numbers of American citizens. And it causes a lot of problems. We're going to look at this is what they're trying to do to try to speed that. So this is what Tom Homan is checking out right now, of course, of these people that are doing this, using other people's social security. We've heard that
Oh,
many, many times in the past.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, anything to try to sneak everything over. And
They
I
were
was
giving away
watching.
security, social security numbers like bingo cards. Here you go.
Yeah,
Here you go. Here you
like
go.
like
Yeah.
gum in a baseball package. When you used to
Yeah.
buy the baseball cards, you get the free
Yeah.
gum.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
they were giving away those social security numbers
Mhm.
so you can vote. Obviously, that
Yep.
didn't work out for them. Back in
Mhm.
1969, I was watching something. The very first um, I would pronounce this right. The very first African American kissing a white woman for the very first interracial. How am I
Oh,
pronouncing that? Kiss,
interracial. Yeah,
interracial
interracial.
kiss. It
Okay.
happened on Star Trek, in one of the Star Trek shows where William Shatner plays Captain Kirk and Lieutenant
Mhm.
Uhura. I think that was the first one in the 60s, 69. But I was watching something came up here on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood in 1969 when Black Americans were prevented from swimming alongside whites. Mr. Rogers decided to invite Officer Clemens to join him and cool his feet in the pool, breaking the well known for color barrier. You know what?
Mm.
Mr. Rogers, they said when he got look, growing up, he took a lot of shit from people. Is
Yeah.
he gay? Is he not gay? With the sweater and the shoes
Right.
and all this crazy stuff.
Right.
And so as you got older, you got to appreciate Mr. Rogers more, especially
Yeah.
if you became a parent and what they did for the kids. But when he won a Lifetime Achievement Award, I remember a few years ago, he got the longest standing ovation ever
Yeah.
at the Emmys. And how cool is that to get Mr. Rogers get the respect that he deserved? And this
Yeah.
one, he's
Yeah.
breaking the barrier by inviting the colored guy the African American guy to come and
Yeah.
be in the pool together, which is kind of
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rogers, one of them. Angelo, what's up, brother? Jimmy Parker from Nashville, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Felix Greco, how you doing, buddy? Another entertainer in Chicago. This is Thursday, of course, with Carol Brandolino, and you're watching Ocean's Pit, folks. Just trying to get some more information. Boomers work one job for 40 years.
Mhm.
Millennials work 40 jobs in 1 year. The Generation Z is questioning why jobs even exist.
We just had a professional development at work, and actually it was very, very eye-opening just yesterday. And it talked about the four generations. You had boomers, millennials, Gen X, and Gen Z, and how in certain offices or jobs or environments you have all of them, and we do in ours. And it really is an eye-opener because it shows how everybody learns so differently, the work ethic. And not only that, what you use to communicate. Like, what was so different from the boomer generation to now the Gen Z? There were no handheld. I mean, we had only handheld telephones at work. You only had like a set time, 8 to 4. You had to be there. There was no how you dressed, business. There was just it was such a different structured way of work, right? So now it's, you can wear sweats, you can wear jeans to certain places, you can, I mean, half of them could take naps if they want to. And this is why the boomers and the Gen, Xers are kind of like, it's hard to work together, but you learn, because you got to also learn they grew up a completely different way. Like they don't even can't fathom what our life was like, or
No.
your life was like back in the day. They don't know, just like we don't know. And one of the guys that I work with, he brought up the movie Gran Torino. You know which one, with Clint Eastwood?
Great movie.
The
Great
best
movie. When he's smuggling drugs and he doesn't even know, or he does.
Gran Torino was when he was living.
Oh,
next
but the
to
car
the
with the car. Yes,
Yes,
yes. The
yes.
Asian guy next door. Yes,
right.
yes.
And he was just so. They lived next to the Asian people. It was just, that's a
And
great.
he hated them in the
movie.
beginning. At the end, they became good
Yes,
friends.
yes. But it's just about honestly just really communicating and at least trying to see, like they asked us all what we took away from this professional development, which I thought was great. You really just have to try and see things from their perspective and how they were raised, brought up, what they've been watching. And then you could suggest things to them and explain things to them. Just kind of, they at least get to understand people a little more, why you're like this, why, how, and then try to teach them maybe some of the old school ways and why you have the work ethic you do. It's communication, really. But it was funny. I mean, it was
agree with
unbelievable.
that. Great point that you just made.
Yeah.
And just like we were talking about Bill Gates
Mhm.
saying in the next 10 years, doctors, lawyers, there'll be jobs that are done by robots and stuff like that. So I think as we're getting older and older, our generation, there's not going to be a lot of work. He's saying now that everybody might go to 2-day work weeks. The way things are going right now, kids don't want to work anymore. They have no idea what it's like. It's pretty crazy the way the world is right now. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Boy, parents trying to make life easier for their children, ultra spoiled culture.
Correct.
I agree with you 100%.
Correct.
Jody, I hope you're doing well. There's Jody. Hi, everybody. I know you're going through some stuff, so it looks like you're getting better and better. So, Jody, I hope you're back on your feet real soon. Again, this is Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Tony O and Carol Brandolino. Imagine being so bad with your money that you can steal 40% of people's income and still end up 36 trillion in debt.
That's bad.
The old regime we're talking about, folks, and it's not.
Yep.
Right? Is it crazy?
Yep.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
This lady, I like this. Now listen, this lady's 90 years old. Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey is holding a contest for lifetime supply. Now, if you win, you get a lifetime supply of Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. But only senior citizens over 90 years old can enter.
What are they going to do? Put it in the radiator of their car? Because that shit's like fluid. That's like,
they're going to drink it. This lady looks like she's having a ball. I mean,
she is. She doesn't know her name.
There you go.
Yeah. Keep drinking it. You'll be happy.
You'll be happy. There you go. Only over 90. There's Diana. I hope you're doing, my good friend. Diana, hope you and Gabriel are doing well, hon. Okay. This is horrible. A vile father. I don't even want to mention this because this story is so horrible. But it just goes to show how crazy people are in this world. A vile father rapes a newborn baby to death while wife's out shopping for diapers.
I don't even know there's even nothing to say about that. I don't know how sick you could be. I just don't know how sick you can be.
And unfortunately, whether you can say it's drugs, you can say it's alcohol, and it could be drugs these people are on, it could be alcohol, but a lot of it from stories and stuff you hear is this mental health that we've been talking about.
Of course.
That some people don't even know what the hell they're doing. And I thought about that girl that was on meth and ripped her own eyeballs out and didn't even know she did it.
No. Yeah. I wonder with this guy, what he did. You have to wonder. I mean, do you want answers? Because there's no rhyme or reason at all. But you just wonder how sick are you? Like I said, what did you go through? I would just be curious. Not that I feel sorry for him, but you want to know. I want to know what happened to you. where you could do something like that. What
And
happened?
I agree with it. If you notice, if you watch some of the documentaries, I didn't watch them all, but on some of the serial killers and stuff, interesting to
Yeah.
see that they were all beaten. They were all sexually abused. I mean,
Yeah.
they just didn't wake up one day and just want to start killing people.
No.
I mean, it is just crazy with this crazy world. And we were
It is.
talking about condoms just about 10 minutes ago about
Mhm.
not throwing them in the toilet.
Yeah.
Condoms don't always guarantee safe sex. A buddy of
Nope.
mine was wearing one when he was shot by a woman's husband. So there you go.
Oh, isn't it sad? Every time I hear about a guy getting mutilated, I laugh. That's not good. That's not very nice of me.
No, that's not good. I agree with you.
I can't help it.
And you know what? I was watching something, a TV, some commercial, something. They were talking about the difference between Bill Gates and Elon Musk.
Mhm.
And how many people hate one and not the other. This is perfect. This is something my good friend Michelle Rocco went to school with her. I wish people hated Bill Gates like they hate Elon Musk. One is trying to kill you, and the other one is trying to pay. Elon's trying to save people money and stuff and try to give money, and the other guy's trying to kill us. But Musk is so hated, and I think he's hated.
Yeah.
I think the majority of the people that hate him because he's associated with President Donald Trump.
For sure.
That's what I think, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Right.
for sure.
So there's just hate no matter what.
Mhm.
Richard, it needs to be put in death immediately. Don't even waste our tax money with court and jail. They should just shoot people like that. I hate to sound this crazy. Roseanne, how you doing? Ronnie B. I think, and I know I'm going to sound crazy, but you get caught doing something like this, it's just go poosh.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, it's over anyway. There's no rehabilitation, and then there's nothing. I mean, you don't deserve anything. You're not going to go get therapy or rehab. I mean, it's done. It's done, And
I agree.
for the
It's
people that
crazy.
are these criminal defense attorneys too, I just had this conversation today. The people that are criminal defense attorneys, this one guy, so we were by the Will County Courthouse, and this was a few weeks ago, there were like 10 news trucks, ABC, CBS, WGN. And I was like, oh, they're probably doing, there's a court case today. And it was for the young Muslim boy. He was like 6 years old that was stabbed to death in Plainfield, out by where I live. This was last year or something. And, I just thought about this criminal defense attorney in Will County, very, well-known and, high priced. And I thought to myself, I mean, I know criminal defense attorneys, it's a job. They take the job, but why would you even pay the kind of money that a criminal defense attorney would take when no matter what you do, you're going to jail for life?
But the difference is you might go. I agree. You might go to mental institution where you're treated like a country club.
For stabbing a 6-year-old to death, a Muslim, no, and then stabbing his mother and trying to kill her too. I just don't see why would you even pay the money for this big criminal defense attorney that's going to take the case, of course, because they just want to get paid.
Sure.
But why not just get a public defender? Because you're not getting out of anything. He was caught. So I don't even understand that. I really don't.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Mikey hey, Michael Cariosa, how you doing, buddy? Hardcore Italians is in the house. Michael, I did a live remote from Aruba, or not Aruba, Carousel, and I had the Hardcore Italian shirt on when we were on our cruise. Hardcore Italians, my good buddy Mike. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so it's just crazy when you talk about this. This is CBS. 9.7 million student loan borrowers could see their credit scores tank by more than 100 points per year. Student loans delinquencies are also set to hit high records, and those borrowers hold $250 billion in debt. In fact, 15.6% of federal loans were past due last year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, right. I mean, it sucks. I used to have pristine credit. I worked very hard to have good credit. I didn't buy my real first new car I was older. And I remembered bringing $5,000 in to put down. I was so proud of myself. I bought pieces of shit before that. When I was 16 years old, I bought my first $400 car, but, whatever. But the thing is I went in there and I didn't want a cosigner. I was an adult and I said, I don't want a cosigner. I was in my 20s. And he said, you have no credit. no credit, not bad credit. I had no credit. You know, it's worse to have no credit than bad credit.
And bad credit,
I
correct.
didn't understand that at that age because I had never really purchased anything that expensive. So
Yeah.
I said, I have $5,000 to put down right now. What are you talking about? I said, I refuse to get a cosigner. I want to talk to the owner of the bank or the president. So he talked to me and I
Yeah.
said, listen, I want to know something. I'm getting penalized for being responsible enough to not go into debt with misusing credit cards for so
Yeah.
long. He goes, I know you're right. You're right. You know, but when you got, at least we know we have to have some sort of a pattern on how you're paying your bills because they have no pattern to look at, which I didn't
Right.
understand that.
Right.
So then, you know what they did to me? He's like, all right, you don't want a cosigner? I said, no. He's like, well, then your interest is going to be at this point, and we're talking 20 years ago of something like that, 16%. That didn't even come with Vaseline. Okay.
No,
So I
yeah.
was like, okay, that's how I built my credit. And from then on, my credit was always pristine until now. Then you go through divorce and then the house stuff and, you know, random things happen. Now I looked at my, because I always knew my credit score was so good. Now I looked at it and I want to kill somebody because I'm just like, come on.
No, it makes sense. And then when they were trying, when former President Joe Biden was trying to get us to pay for the kids' student loans and take it out of our taxes, which is just insane.
Yeah.
I'm glad that all, but you got to be careful now with these days, with these loans. Sometimes you're better off getting a trade because here, Costco clerks right now, $32 an hour.
What?
Costco clerks are paying $32 an hour.
That's amazing. Wow.
Now, imagine if you ain't got any college or maybe of course you need a high school diploma, but you know, I mean, these trades pay great money right now. You got I mean, so it's crazy. It really is.
Yeah.
Another crazy story. Here's one for you, Carol. This is on Local 12, WKRC TV. Former elementary school janitor received his sentence after filming himself contaminating food served to children. The video shows him. The video shows him. Are you ready for this? The video shows him masturbating, urinating on pillows and kitchen bowls, spraying bleach into containers of cucumbers that was later served to children at the school, and using multiple pieces of bread to wipe his genitals, as well as spitting on bread before putting bread back into the container to be later served to children at school. So not only did he piss in the food and masturbate in the food, and what else he's doing, a former elementary school janitor received his sentence. Unbelievable, of course. 25 years, 25 years in prison. 25 years, you degenerate bastard.
Yeah.
What? I mean, there's a
Who
guy
pissed in his Cheerios? Jesus, how angry are you?
There's got to be something. The school pissed him off, or somebody in the school pissed him off, or he's just a psycho.
That's
and unfortunately,
a psycho.
that's all we have in this world. Psycho.
Oh, that's gross.
Okay,
that's disgusting.
Here you go. Here's another one. We've been speaking about penises all day for some reason, but here's one for you. Fred Davenport, the CEO, is suing American Airlines, allegedly that a flight attendant told her men just do that stuff, after she reported that the passenger next to her in first class was masturbating for an hour on the flight.
Okay.
The lady complained, and the flight attendant for American Airlines just said, that's just men. They do stuff like that.
On a plane next to somebody?
On a plane. American Airlines. Fred Davenport sent this in. The CEO, mind-boggling. Could you at least went into the bathroom? Could you at least went into the bathroom? I mean, I know you can get whatever you want first class. I mean, no, come on.
Listen, not only that, unless you're Channing Tatum, keep it in your pants. I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at it. Keep it away. Like if you pull that out in public, we're gonna have a problem. Listen, when Gianni was 4 or 5, he was. This happened. He was sitting on the couch. He was like 4 or 5 years old. You know how kids run around with no pants on sometimes. He was sitting on the couch like spread eagle, watching normal TV for kid, and he like was just rolling it around, all of his little business there, rolling it around like silly putty, right? And he was just watching TV, minding his business. And I go, what are you doing? What's going on here? He's like, what? Not that I'm just whatever. I go, no. He goes, he goes, what? He goes, it's because we used to tell him only you can touch it. You know, so from little kids, we would teach them only you can touch it. Nobody else touches it, but you can. Right. So he knew he could. So he was doing what he was doing, just rolling around watching TV. And I said, you know what he said to me? Because we always told him, that's nobody else's business, right? Yeah, so he looked at me and he goes like this, and he put it like his hand in front of it. He goes, is that your business? And I said,
well, at least he's doing. At least the kid's doing it at his home. This guy's doing it on a first-class plane in America next to a lady. And he has no clue.
But I told him, I go, you're making it my business if you're doing it in front of me. So let me tell you something. Take your roly-poly, go in your bedroom, shut the door, and go have a party. I don't care. It's normal. It's normal. I'm not going to make it taboo. But don't do it in front of people, okay? That's just nasty.
See how much you learn. See how much you guys can learn in just an hour. Your whole life can go change completely.
Great mom moments.
Crazy stuff that's going on there. Roseanne, how are you doing? Yes, we do live in a sick world. It is crazy. But I can tell you something that's good. Jack Vayner Landscaping. If you're looking for, it's time, folks. It's time. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control, servicing the North Shore for 45 years. That's Jack Vayner Landscaping. Give Tommy a call at 847-432-5266. And then let's not forget my good buddy Louis Pipes. That's right, because he can take care of you with airtight windows. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. Service, honesty, quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. And service Chicagoland for over 37 years. Do it right with Airtight windows. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000 and tell him Tony O sent you. Thursday, Carol Brandolino, Tony O. Tomorrow we'll have my good friend Raffaello, the owner of the JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Do it yourself at Raffaello. He's going to do it once a month. We're doing it tomorrow. I think he's going to do about something with setting up your grill and stuff like that. I'm excited for that. It's going to be a lot of fun here. What else we got going on? Some other shows. Next Thursday we'll be at Are We Live in Burr Ridge. On the 17th, we're going to Bellanotte in Lisle. Boy, oh boy. That's right. The 19th, April 19th, they'll be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. On the 26th of April, we'll be going to Norton's in Highland Park. We haven't been there in a long time. It's our only show for the whole year. Me and Lisa P, she's back. Lisa P is back. Jerry James is back. Positano is April 24th. Lake Geneva on the 21st of May for the getaway. Very, very cool. I'm excited about that. And of course, the Ocean Rat Pack will be at the Piazza in Aurora, Naperville area on the 27th of April. Let's see. And Tony Ocean and Friends. I do one of those concerts once a year. It's going to happen on November 9th at the Des Plaines Theater. Right now, I've got the main event band. I've got Johnny Garini, and I got Christian Knievel and Joe Catafio. So we got a bunch of new people joining. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that. And then the Dream Police, Moe's Dream Police, my rock band tribute to Cheap Trick, is making another comeback at Tribute Island in Kenosha, Wisconsin on August 3rd. The farewell show, the farewell tour. I'm going to be excited about that as well. Got a couple minutes. We still got some minutes left. Carol Brandolino's here with us, folks. And it's a beautiful Thursday. Pet Parrot caught secretly ordering itself snacks from Amazon with Alexa. Some of these parents are very smart, and they're talking to Alexa, and they're ordering stuff. It's on account, so they automatically send the shit to the house. But it's the parrot that's doing the parrot's ordering it. How cool is that? Unbelievable. You got to love it. Interesting. Boy, I'm trying to come up with some. Yeah, that's funny. I want to get a parrot that talks and good. Here. Joey Spins. I don't know if Holy Rolly's watching, but here it is. How would someone cancel an appointment at a sperm bank? Did you just call them and say you can't come? Joey Spins coming up.
He has good ones. He has some good ones. Yeah.
This is
He's funny.
Anthony Melchiori, very great musician with the a great band. the Vintage Saints, but he's does a lot with politics.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Macchio, this is what he says. He is systematically ruining every plan that Soros and the Democrats had in place to destroy America and draft a new warped constitution, purposely crashing our energy independence and economy, the Social Security system, overwhelming the welfare programs of billions of illegals. Democrats were doing everything they could to crash America and a new socialist country full of illegals and putting people suffering, delusional, and going through stuff would physically survive the new Bill Gates vax schedule. So Canada concedes in President Trump and agrees to remove all tariffs if the United States does. We talked about this. I know we don't talk much about politics since the election, folks, but I think he's doing the right thing. It's going to take him a while. We talked about this. For him to get this stuff because we were pretty in bad shape.
Yeah.
So let's just pray for the best that we can.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the Chicago Bears, a new stadium. Are they going to put it next to the old stadium? Are they going to Arlington Heights? This came up. Bears ditch Chicago, and Naperville scores big downtown Naperville move in 2028. Now, I don't know if this is true. This is on Instagram. Living Chicago Suburbs is a social media site. In the historic bold move, the Chicago Bears have officially announced the relocation of Soldier Field to Downers Grove, Naperville, making a new chapter for one of the NFL's most storied franchises. After years of speculation and stalled negotiations with Arlington Heights, team officials confirmed that they have reached an agreement with the city of Naperville to construct a state-of-the-art open-air stadium along the DuPage River, just steps, bustling shops and restaurants in downtown. The $4.2 billion project promises to blend the team's Aaronic traditions and modern. Now, this is Bears president. This was yesterday posted on Instagram. I don't know if Jerry Jams is watching. I'm sure he might have heard it if he's watching still to confirm this story. To see if it happens.
Curious. That's
curious if it goes there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, that's so residential. You know, people. I mean, it will bring money to the city, to the town, whatever. But residential people, you know, they don't want that traffic. I don't know. I don't know, but it's going to bring money though. So money.
It's going to definitely bring money. So we'll have to see what happens with that. We are coming to the end of the hour, folks, and don't forget tonight, Zaza's in Naperville with Daryl Armistad. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Tony Toto, and Saturday for the first time ever on a Saturday since my 60th birthday, and that was 3 years ago. 2 years ago, because Mama C says so. Mama's been bitching at me for 2 years to play there on a Saturday, and now I'm doing it this Saturday at Donnie G's. Birthdays for Thursday, April 3rd. Eddie Volkman, of course, Jobo, Eddie and Jobo, absolutely. Ronnie Lane, former member, of course, of the Who and I'm sorry, of the Faces, Small Faces. Zach Bryan, a country singer, turns 29 years old. Marvin Gaye, Hans Christian Andersen. We used to write all those great stories for kids. My buddy Gary Dano, wherever you are, happy birthday, Gary. Alec Baldwin, 66. Eddie Murphy, 63. Jane Goodall with the Apes, 90 years old. Marlon Brando celebrating a birthday. Doris Day, Emily Lou Harris, country singer, and my good friend Diana Peterson from the Playboy Bunny reunion. We'll be there October 5th for the next Playboy Bunny reunion in Mesa, Arizona. All right, folks, it's come to the end of the hour, another Thursday. So let's talk again real fast about our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, folks. Take advantage of the auto key program at all their stores. They program and cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. And don't forget to tune up that lawnmower. Starts at $105 plus parts. They're your neighborhood powerhouse. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Tomorrow, Raffaello will be do-it-yourself with Raffaello JRC Hardware Stores. It'll be fun. And Carol will be back with us on Twisted Tuesday. And next Wednesday, my good buddy from St. Louis, Everett Dean, with his tribute to Elvis and tribute to the Beatles. Everett Dean will be joining us next Wednesday on Ocean's Pit. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to everybody. And don't throw shit in the toilet. Yes, absolutely. And if you're going to play with yourself, play inside the house, play in your bedroom, through your door,
Keep it
not
in
on
your-
airplanes. You crazy people in the world. Carol, thank you for your time. Have a great weekend. And guys, be cool. Ringo says peace and love. We need it now more than ever. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Nick Sahajas, take us out. Nikki, bye-bye, everybody. Woo!
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from town.
Peace and love, everybody. Have an incredible day. God bless you. Don't forget, Tony Ocean and Friends, Sunday, November 9th at the Displays Theater. Shows.com.